Well, do you want to talk about the Snyder Cut? I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I
I'll be
haven't seen.
honest.
I don't have 4 hours to waste on a DC movie.
My friend Ryan Faroki, he's if you watch the Valley Folk, he works for the Valley Folk. He tweeted out, "I can't believe I was stupid enough to watch for a 4-hour version of a movie I already knew I didn't like."
Now, are you a DC guy or a Marvel guy? Let's talk about this for a second.
I've always been a Marvel guy. You know this. When I was a kid, I always read Spider-Man. I was always big into X-Men.
I just want to put it out there. Yeah. I would spend and I've done it where I've watched all the Avengers, or the last two, the Endgame and Infinite Wars, whichever way they came, other way around. Infinity Wars. Then that. What is that? 5 hours a movie?
Yeah, I guess.
I could sit there and watch that all day. Yeah, and then repeat it and watch it.
Yeah.
I just, with the cast of characters and me not liking the DC universe.
So your thought on the Snyder Cut is it's all characters you don't care about, so you're not going to watch.
I don't care. I really don't care.
Here's my thought is I watched Batman versus Superman, and I said I'm not going to fucking watch another one of these shitty movies. And then an even shittier movie came out afterwards, and they said, oh, it's just because someone that didn't direct, the director changed halfway through. It's not the same director. Well, I watched a Zack Snyder Justice League movie, Batman versus Superman, and it sucked.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you 100%. I watched a bit of it. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm just done.
Yeah.
I'm just so done. You tried to keep up with Marvel, which you shouldn't have. You should have dumbed down everything. Take all your special effects and put them in different areas and make a different spin on make it a little harder. Make it a little bit more realistic. Mm-hmm. We don't need Iron Man in the air blowing stuff up. Literally some of the best movies we've talked about didn't have the technology that they're trying to use now. It's all about story building, right? It's all about the stories and how it's done.
Well, the brilliant thing about Marvel that DC hasn't gotten to, and they're maybe trying to play a little bit of catch up, is right now they're trying to build these universes, which Marvel has this incredible, intricate universe. But you got to remember, when we first started watching Iron Man, the Hulk, which I know, whatever, but when you and I started going to see those movies, it was, hey, there's an Iron Man movie. It wasn't, this is part of the MCU. There's an Iron Man movie. Oh, shit, there's a Hulk movie. Oh, there's a Thor movie. Oh, I wasn't really a big fan of Thor. Maybe I'll skip that one. Hey, there's a Captain America movie. And then slowly but surely, it's like, oh, yeah, these all kind of intertwined. They're related. They're in the same universe. And the next thing you know is, oh, we're going to have a movie where they're all together. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, they started making it, and then they started sprinkling in a little bit of like Black Widow, who's got her movie coming out in July.
Yeah.
Don't forget to watch it on Disney Plus and in theaters if you can. They start sprinkling a little bit of side characters. You're like, okay. But then one or two little crosses, and then at the end, one of them, Thanos, is kicking, and you're like, okay, what's going on here? Mm-hmm. And then you start taking little guys. But then what they also did was really smart. You throw Spider-Man into Captain America Civil War.
Yeah.
And then you give him Tony Stark to go into his universe on the first movie, and you slowly start building it that way. Yeah. So to me, they did a really good job on that.
But what I'm trying to say, though, is when the Marvel Cinematic Universe was first being constructed, we didn't buy a ticket saying, I need to see this to keep up with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We said, I want to see an Iron Man movie. I want to see Captain America in a movie. Whereas the DC universe they're saying, we got to build a DC universe with this fucking movie. Whereas Marvel, they didn't do that. They said, here's an Iron Man movie. If it does good, we got more movies coming out. And the end game is Endgame. They knew they were going to the end game,